I've got my Arrows Pioneer out here today. I thought that we would play around with it, do some touch and goes and other maneuvers. See if we could take off from the ground out here. You never know, it might happen. I have it in wind mitigation mode. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that was a close one. We got some wind. Guess I should back up a little bit off the road. Whoops. That's not going to work. All right. Let's take off again. Let's see if we get lined up this time. There's one. The wind helps. There's two. All right, let's not get carried away here. There's three. I've got to make sure it's not pointed at me when I pull it back up off the ground. That was a close one. Very close. There we go. There's another one. This plane is so much fun. I love these Tundra tires. Okay, let's see if we can do one a little more smoothly. Let's see if we get it lined up here and make sure we've got no traffic coming. See if we get it lined up here and do a little softer one maybe. That's better. Alright, come back through here. Get a long run at it this time. See if we can get it straightened up. Over. There we go. This plane is an absolute blast. Oh, that was a nice soft one. Sweet. Alright, I can't believe we're still clear here. See if we get another soft one in. Ah. That one wasn't a soft one. Let's try that again. I couldn't get it on the ground. Alright, let's see here. Ah, that one wasn't very soft either. Alright, touch and go, get it over the lane, out of the scrub. Alright, that was a wild one. Alright, let's try this again. See if we get any better at it. We got a truck coming down the lane now. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Alright, we got to run a couple circuits. We've got somebody coming. Keep it off of the main lane here. Okay, we're back in business. Oh, timer's elapsed. Okay, I guess this is going to have to be a landing. Now let's try one more touch and go. Let's try one more touch and go, and then we'll bring it in for a landing. Okay, maybe we won't. I completely messed that one up. Okay, we're coming in for a landing. Maybe. Get it over the lane. And the ditch. Alright. Let's put another battery pack in it. Maybe I'll do better this time. What a fun plane though, huh? Get the needles out of the nose. Oh, what an absolute blast playing around with this little bush plane. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Well, I was going to put another battery pack in it and continue with that fun flight session with this awesome little plane, doing more touch and goes. That was a lot of fun, especially in some wind. But unfortunately, I've got another repair to make now. They keep adding up, don't they? I put another battery pack in it. I put it out there on the ground. And every time I tried to take off, it would just spin around to the right. So I thought, okay, well, the right wheel has got some sand and dirt packed in, you know, in the hub. Happens frequently. So I got that all loosened up, put it back down on the ground, got ready to take off again, and it spun around to the right again. And I thought, what is going on? So I started checking my control surfaces, and I had no rudder. So I thought, oh no, the servo rudder has gone out. Oh, that wasn't the case. As far as I know, the servo rudder, the rudder servo is still good. But what happened was, and it must have happened on the landing, when I was coming in for my final landing, not the touch and go, but the final landing, I went out and picked the plane up and brought it back over to put another battery in it, and the control horn was gone off from the rudder. I've just got the wire there now, and that's pretty. I was looking at the control horn for the elevator, and that's pretty thin, pretty rigid plastic. I mean, it doesn't give a whole lot. So I kind of think what happened was, and I'm looking at where the control horn was attached to this plastic tab down here on the bottom, you know, that provides support for the tail wheel. And it's just a little tiny plastic cross that holds that control horn on. I was kind of surprised. I assumed that, you know, there was more attachment there for the control horn than just this little tiny plastic cross here. But I would say after landing out there as many flights as I've got on this plane, that it just, you know, it slowly moved the control horn back and forth on the rudder until it finally just snapped off. So it had to have happened on my last landing because everything was working fine until I put it back down on the ground to take off again. But that's going to be an easy fix. I mean, I'm just going to have to glue a new control horn in there for the rudder, but I was kind of surprised. I've never had one snap off like that. Even my larger planes that I land out there that have landing gear on them, I've never had a control horn snap off like that, because this plane's never been in a crash. And but they're very, very thin, and they're very, very rigid. And of course, even though it's a very lightweight plane, there's a lot of rocks and stuff out there. And so this tail wheel, you know, is bumping into a lot of stuff when I land out there. And I just think that stock control horn that was on there just couldn't handle it. You know, just snapped right off. So
So anyway, I had a lot of fun while I was out there. I've just got to install a new control horn. I'll make sure that the control horn that I install in it now is going to have a little more flexibility to it, a little thicker, a little more flexibility to it, and not made out of that real rigid plastic. Not sure why they put control horns on there that are made out of that real rigid plastic like that, especially make them that thin. But I'll get it fixed up. We'll take it back out and do some more touch and goes with it and some wind. Absolute blast. I love this little plane. Unfortunate that I think that was just my first or second flight on it. I was going to put like 8 flights on that out there during that flight session, but oh well, it is what it is. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll get it back together and we'll put it back up in the air again and have a lot of fun with it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.